Welcome back to the Calm Mind channel. I'm really excited about today's topic because it's something that I believe resonates with many of us. Today, we're going to talk about a subject that's often overlooked but is incredibly important in our daily interactions: the dynamics of being good to people, especially those who may not always appreciate our efforts. You know, there's a saying that goes, "I don't care what anyone says, good people get tired of being good to ungrateful people." And it's this very sentiment that we're going to explore today. We've all been there, haven't we? We've all felt the sting of ungratefulness after we've extended our kindness, our time, our resources. It's a universal experience, and yet, it's something we rarely talk about. So, why is this topic so important? Because understanding this dynamic can help us navigate our relationships better. It can help us set boundaries, protect our mental and emotional health, and ultimately lead more fulfilling lives. So, are you ready to dive in? Let's start by understanding what it truly means to be a good person and why we choose to be good, even when it's hard. Let's get started. Understanding goodness. Now, let's delve into the concept of goodness. What does it mean to be a good person? Is it about always being kind? Is it about always putting others before ourselves? Or is it something more? According to philosophers and psychologists, being a good person often involves traits like empathy, kindness, and a sense of fairness. It's about treating others with respect and dignity, and striving to make positive contributions to the world around us. But why do we choose to be good? The answer lies in our innate desire for social connection and acceptance. We are social creatures, and being good helps us build strong, healthy relationships. It makes us feel valued and gives us a sense of purpose. However, being good isn't always easy. It requires patience, understanding, and sometimes, it means putting our own needs aside to help others. And this, my friends, is where the challenges begin, especially when our goodness is met with ungratefulness. The ungrateful, a closer look. Now that we've explored the concept of goodness, let's turn our attention to its counterpart, ungratefulness. What does it mean to be ungrateful, and why do some people exhibit this trait? Ungratefulness, in its simplest form, is a lack of appreciation or acknowledgement for the kindness or help received from others. It's a failure to recognize the effort and goodwill that others put into their actions. But why are some people ungrateful? Well, psychologists suggest that ungratefulness can stem from a variety of factors. It could be due to entitlement, a lack of empathy, or even past experiences that have shaped their worldview. Let's take a look at some real-life examples. Imagine a friend who never acknowledges the time you spend helping them, or a coworker who takes credit for your ideas without a second thought. These are instances of ungrateful behavior. Dealing with ungratefulness can be challenging, especially when you're the one extending kindness and goodwill. The impact of ungratefulness on good people. We've talked about what it means to be good and what ungratefulness looks like. Now, let's delve into the impact of ungratefulness on good people. When our acts of kindness or goodwill are met with ungratefulness, it can be disheartening. It can make us question our actions and even our worth. This is because, as humans, we naturally seek appreciation and acknowledgement for our efforts. Ungratefulness can lead to emotional fatigue and burnout. It's like running a marathon with no finish line in sight. You keep giving and giving, but there's no acknowledgement, no appreciation. Over time, this can take a toll on our mental and emotional health. Imagine a teacher who tirelessly works to educate and inspire their students, only to be met with indifference or even hostility. Or a parent who sacrifices their own needs for their children, but their efforts go unnoticed. These are real-life examples of how ungratefulness can impact good people. Why good people get tired. We've explored the concepts of goodness and ungratefulness, and we've seen how ungratefulness can impact good people. Now, let's delve into why good people get tired. At the heart of this issue is the concept of reciprocity in relationships. We naturally expect a balance of give and take. When we constantly give and receive little to nothing in return, it creates an imbalance that can lead to emotional exhaustion. Imagine this scale as a representation of a relationship. On one side, we have the good deeds, the kindness, the effort you put in. On the other side, we have the appreciation and acknowledgement from the other person. When the scale is heavily tipped on one side, it signifies an imbalance. This is what happens when good people constantly give to ungrateful individuals. Over time, this imbalance can lead to fatigue, resentment, and even burnout. It's important to remember that it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to acknowledge that imbalance and take steps to address it. How to deal with ungrateful people. We've explored the journey of good people and the challenges they face when dealing with ungrateful individuals. Now, let's discuss some strategies for dealing with ungrateful people and maintaining your own well-being. Firstly, it's crucial to set boundaries. Remember, being good doesn't mean you have to tolerate disrespect or ungratefulness. It's okay to say no when you feel taken for granted. Secondly, communication is key. If you feel unappreciated, it's important to express your feelings honestly and assertively. Remember, your feelings and experiences are valid. Lastly, focus on self-care. It's important to take care of your own mental and emotional health. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Dealing with ungrateful people can be challenging, but remember, you have the right to protect your well-being. Conclusion. We've journeyed through the concepts of goodness and ungratefulness, explored their impact, and discussed strategies for dealing with ungrateful people. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? In our discussion today, we've seen that being good is about empathy, kindness, and fairness. But we've also seen that it's not always easy, especially when faced with ungratefulness. We've learned that ungratefulness can lead to emotional fatigue and burnout, creating an imbalance in our relationships. But we've also learned that it's okay to set boundaries, to communicate our feelings, and to prioritize our own well-being. If you're a good person who's feeling tired, remember, it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to take care of yourself. And it's okay to expect appreciation and acknowledgement for your efforts. I hope our discussion today has provided some insight and encouragement. Remember, your kindness matters, and so do you. Thank you for joining us today. I encourage you to share your own experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and support each other.